it's Hayes and welcome back to Little Locked Rooms. I think we've only got 2 left to do, so I think we'll be 2 out of 6. Hold on. What? Tracks in the snow, perfect escape. I didn't do that, did I? I did that, there's nothing there. Oh, we've missed what? Oh, might not be the last one after all, it doesn't matter. Okay, well I think in that case, I didn't even see this. We'll do chapter 2 of the first one. Oh my god, I didn't see it. Something wrong with me. Okay, are we all ready? Dad, I already saw this one, didn't I? Was something wrong with what I said? No, it was fine. You kiddos crushed it. This is just a little encore. If you remember from the other night, the mystery was about a thief who seemed to disappear inside a cabin. Yes. And the solution was the thief walked in reverse over his own footprints. Yeah. That's fine and all. If you don't look too close, that is. What do you mean? In reality, stopping Lee perfectly in your own footprints is not that easy. So you're saying I was wrong. What was the point of the first one then? Shoes have intricate patterns on their sole, so even being a bit off while backtracking would leave marks. Correct. Marks that an observant officer will be able to find. That's what I want you two to figure out. You're going to find a way to leave the cabin without leaving any marks. Why do you want to know that, Dad? You're going to steal something. Sherry on the money, she's the most intelligent one. Haha, nothing gets past you, Cherry. Yeah, Daddy needs a new drill set. Don't do it! If you do, I'm going to catch you. Don't be stupid, Shay. If Dad committed a crime, he would 100% get away with it. Okay, I know you mean that well, Chief, but maybe don't phrase it like that. At any rate, the rest of the escape can be done using the tyre as we talked about last time. Your assignment is simply to figure out how the thief covered escape from the cabins. Now get to it, detectives. Is this truly the same? Find how the thief managed to exit the cabin without stepping over any prints. The diorama shows the city cabin police arrived, abandoned truck, empty, disappeared, 30 minutes before, no secret footprints. No imperfections, so it's not possible that the criminal walked over their own steps. Well, I don't know. But why are the footprints not okay but the tyre tracks are? Because they're gonna be, it'll be uneven also. I'm gonna level with you, I'm really not sure. Let's just go for it. Is this it? I have an idea, I have no idea, go on. Alright, let's hear it. Because of what he used. Oh, what did he use? Hint. I really don't know. Once you make footprints in fresh snow, there are many ways to try to conceal them, but none of them are perfect. Think about how to avoid making them in the first place. Honestly, I really truly have no idea. Because of what he used, I still think is correct. Let's just go with bucket, because I'm really not sure. I've genuinely no idea. This bucket seems suspicious. My detective senses are tickling. Sherry, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. What if it had snow? And the thief filled the footprints before going backwards? Yeah, perfectly filling out the footprints doesn't seem possible to me. I agree. It also contradicts what I said last night about there not being any hidden prints in the unmarked snow. So much as I like the idea, it's not our answer. I don't know what the answer is. Try again. I gotta do it again. I still don't know. This doesn't make sense. Because of how he walked. The length of the steps. Oh, I know. He did it like this, first a short step, then a long step, short step, long step, short step, long step. He left little gaps on his way to the cabin and he stepped on those on the way back. Oh really, okay. Yes, pumpkin, exactly, nice. Yeah, well he actually got it too. I guess it wasn't that hard then. Don't be so rude, I got it wrong. Okay, oh I get it. That's why the footprints are closer together this time. I didn't say that. So the bad guy doesn't have to jump too far. Wait, what? Sure, yes, I adjusted them a little bit. I'm surprised you even noticed. I didn't. To be fair, it was yesterday. That explains it. You just got lucky because you noticed the footprints were different, Shay. I didn't, and I still solved it though. Oh, you did. You didn't see that. Why not? I just didn't. So what? Nothing. It's just kind of weird. Seen something a detective would notice. So that's the trick, guys. In truth, the police were too busy searching for the thief to investigate the footprints in much detail. But the criminal could have left footprints behind that looked normal no matter how close anyone inspected. Goes to show you how many tricks criminals have at their disposal. Unfortunately for them, a good detective is ready for all of them. I'm not a good detective. I did terribly. Oof, a C, you did it. Yeah, just. That was fun. Can we do one more, Dad? Please, please? Haha, give me a break. Your mum and I need some time to make another one. I was going to say all these doll houses. I think I know what case we'll do next. We'll go back in time a bit to about 100 years ago. Awesome, that's when the best detectives detectived. You mean your TV detectives? Our Dad is the best one, you know. You're pretty cool, Dad, but you're not Sherlock. Maybe when you get a movie. Hard to argue against that. But I'm at least the second best, right? Depends. Can we order some ice cream? Cheeky. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's clean up, head downstairs and order some ice cream. Awesome, you really are the best, Dad. Aww. It's such a cute game. Right, okay, so we've done both of those. Yeah, okay, 3. We've done 3 out of the 6. That was 3. 4, 5, 6. I'll have to save the last one for next time. Well, there we go. So, Sleeping Beauty. This doll has a bit different than the other ones. The strange tale was recorded by a historian in the margins of an old tome. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived at the summit of a majestic tower. Yep. On a fateful night, the royal family paid her a visit. Together they shared a pleasant dinner. Did she die? Following the meal, her aunt requested a private audience with her in the tower's library. The servants stationed outside the room noticed their voices getting louder and more violent as the aunt stabbed the princess. Other way around. Abruptly, the princess stormed out with tears in her eyes. Oh, cool. In silence, the servants guided her to her chambers. The princess quietly instructed her attendants to warn her if her aunt made any suspicious movements. She then vanished behind her bedroom door, locking it behind her. Okay. Time passed and night became day again. The servants came to the princess's bedroom for her morning routine, but they found the door was still locked. They knocked, but there was no answer. Growing anxious, I can't stop trying to duck under it, they forcefully broke down the door, only to discover the princess was dead. Inexplicably, the sole key to her room was found upon her table. Oh. Every member of the royal family and all the servants were assembled, and everyone was accounted for. A perplexing murder had occurred within a room sealed from the inside. Are you sure it just wasn't the princess? She might have killed herself. No way! How can this be? My dear sister, cruelly murdered! Just when we were about to have a tea party and go riding together. What horrible monster could have done this? What, so you're a princess now? Yeah. Wait a minute. If the key was inside, how did the culprit escape? This smells like a cunning scheme. Couldn't there just been another key? But no. Am I a princess, you ask? Not today. Today I'm a detective. And I'm going to solve this mystery no matter what. For the good people of the kingdom. No, for my dearest sister. Alright, sure, whatever. Okay. Oh, can I not look at the room? Okay. The princess was found dead in the chambers, which is the top one. The room was locked, yet the key was inside. How? Another key? I don't particularly feel like this is telling as much. It's just... Oh, I see. This was the downstairs room. Nightstand, bed. So we can go in there. Can we not go in the... Ideally, I want to go in the top one. There we go. The murder scene. It does have a window, but... Anyway, okay, the key was inside, the key is here. How? The princess welcomed the royal family over in her tower. Oh, we missed one. The diorama shows the state of the tower moments before the body was found. Invite the royal family over. They were meeting with her aunt that night. She stormed off in distress. Servants closed to her bedroom. They heard her lock the door. Could the aunt not have been in there already? Dunno. I guess, where is she though? Yeah. Okay, the next morning a few servants tried entering the room, but it was locked. They forced it open, she was dead. They gathered everyone, but no one claimed to know anything. The victim was smothered with a pillow. Okay, so she couldn't have done it herself. The room below the princess' chambers was guest rooms. No one tampered with the crime scene after the door was forced open. The key inside the bedroom was the only key capable of opening the door. Let's go look at the servants' room again. This one, because there's no balcony up there. I don't think anyone could have climbed it. Let's go in there again. truly do not know. They really are getting more difficult. Bed, nightstand, a candle. So assuming the aunt was in here, because my first theory was she killed herself, but she was smothered by a pillow. You can't really do that to yourself. Secondly, maybe the aunt actually went in the bedroom first and no one saw her, and then the princess left, but then the aunt would have been found in the room when the servants forced to open. I am unsure. Once more, I don't have a working theory. I kinda did for the first two mysteries we did last time, but... Gasp! Now I understand the terrible truth behind this case. I'm glad you do. Yeah, good to hear. We've got ourselves a good old-fashioned locked room mystery here. The guards had the princess locking her own room. Yet the killer was somehow to get in, do the deed, and get out. Well, so it seems. He's still in there? Let's start with a question. How did the killer enter the room if the princess had locked the door? That's why I'm saying, because of when they entered. They could have entered before. No one mentioned the aunt leaving, so maybe it was here, before she's even talking to the aunt, because all the servants seem focused on that. I understand now. My sister must have been scared of Auntie, that's why she locked the door. But she was tricked. She locked the criminal out, she locked herself in with him. The bad guy must have been hiding somewhere. I think that's plausible. When she was sleeping, my poor sister, I can't keep going, this is too sad. Yay! Haha, you got it. Okay, I was right. That's the only way it could work is if there's another key, they were able to escape out the window, which they can't in this case because of how it looks, or they're already in there. If the killer stuck inside the room before the princess locked the door, that would have done the trick. But after committing the crime, the killer was slow to escape somehow. It's only halfway there. So assuming he's not still in there, how do you think the criminal escaped? They didn't escape. The criminal didn't escape the room, they just kept hiding up there. They scammed everyone when they broke down the door, but they wouldn't have known he was there. How about the killer leave his hiding spot without bringing attention to themselves? They didn't, they stay there, they're still there, they're still on top of the bed. I grant you it's not impossible, but I rather require some serious look, so we're going to look for a different answer. Okay. So they're not still there with the other options. Left through the window. It's the topmost window, so I don't think they can't have unlocked it and slid the door back under because the key's all the way over there. What are the other options? So not this. Through somewhere else. But yeah, there's no way he could have left through the door, and there's no way to go through the window, so it'll be somewhere else. The killer exited through a secret entrance. Oh yeah, where is that? Don't know. I must confess, I don't know. That's why it's secret. True, very true. But even if they can't figure out, let's just say it doesn't exist. I'd rather it existed, but okay. I'm assuming it's the window then, because I don't think the... I mean, yeah, it opens, but where are you going to go? So if you go here, where? What, go along the roof and then what, drop down to the balcony? Okay, let's go with the way, because I don't think the door's plausible. Window. The killer didn't open the door, they escaped through the window. That was where they wouldn't need to use the key at all. Alright, but the window was closed when the servants got inside the room. What do you make of— oh my god, why don't you just do this yourself if you don't so just outside the room there's a roof you can stand on. Ish. So the killer jumped outside, then closed the window from up there. Easy as that, right? 0 points. Easy as that. Very nice, Chief. Okay, so far we know how the criminal got in and out of the room. What's next? What do they do to get down from there? I'm assuming they just jumped down to the balcony. The bad guy jumped downstairs into this little balcony. Yeah, obviously, that's the only really explanation. That makes sense. Or does it? I mean, he probably broke his ankle, but yeah. How much distance do you think is between the roof and the balcony? I don't know. A lot? Yeah, I mean, he'd hurt himself. I think he wouldn't die. It'd be roughly like dropping down 2 floors. People can definitely survive a fall like that, but there's a high risk of injury. That makes you suspicious. He could have just said it was in a really involved game of cricket that night. So we're looking for a method that's safer than just jumping off like a madman. Any ideas what that could be? Right, we know they did escape. Because of where they escaped, that's the only place. Because of what they use, that's the only place they can escape to. Oh, guest room. Oh, well, princess room. Is there anything here they can use? The books? Nothing's been moved, and you couldn't be. The only thing you plausibly could move out of this room would be the. Could be fitted bed through that door. The bed. Put a bed through it, lands on the mattress like a trampoline. I know the answer. It's true that the evildoer could hurt themselves jumping down from the roof, but not if something was there to cushion their fall, like the mattress. Best mattress ever. Something they had prepared beforehand. Though what could it be? Why, it's terribly simple. The bed's downstairs. Yeah, the criminal took the mattresses and put them on the balcony before going to my sister's bedroom. That way they had a place to jump to without getting hurt, and that's what happened. Yeah, excellent, good going. And that's it, that concludes the trick. There's not a lot of information available for this particular case, but here's what people think happened. There was a power struggle within the royal family, and a few members wanted the princess out of the picture. What I want to know is why they were all visiting her. Why does the princess live in the tower? Why don't she live with them? They don't like her. I don't know. That night, the murderer entered an unused guest room and placed the mattresses on the balcony. Then they snuck into the princess's bedroom while she was gone. The princess, after having a meeting with her aunt, returned to her room along with her guards. When she arrived, she locked the door, unaware her assailant was hiding inside. While she was sleeping, she was attacked. After killing the victim, the criminal needed to escape. They jumped through the window onto the roof before dropping down onto the balcony below, where a couple of well-placed mattresses cushioned their fall. I'm a genius. And with no evidence left behind, they simply snuck back into their room. And thinking they'd get away with it, they slipped through the night like a baby. Yay! A B. Yay! I think I've got all of them. I got S the first time, A the second time, C before, and then B now. Yeah, terribly. I'm awful. Sniff, I hope you're watching me from heaven, sister. I did it. I solved it. Hey, Dad, this was fun. Can we do more mysteries and castles and stuff, please? Ugh, you never get tired, do you? Huh? What do you mean? That thing where you pretend you're a real detective or something? Stop doing that. Stop being so mean. Why? Because it's stupid. It's for little kids. Oh my god. It's not stupid. It's cool. Why are you even here? It's like you don't want to play. Yeah, it's a game. I'm not here to play. I'm here to study. I'm going to be a real detective someday. Yeah, so this is like school to you? Wow, that's so boring. Shut up! If you're going to take this seriously, just leave already. If you're not going to take it seriously. We don't need you. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to. Ugh, why do you have to ruin everything? You don't even care. You suck. Bo, buddy, hold on. Oh, there he goes. He gets so annoying when we play detectives. Oh, I know. What if we do the next one without telling him? That wouldn't be very nice. Wow, alright then, let's have a little chat, Cherry. You two need to make up. This is getting ridiculous. It's like a subplot of the kids falling out. No, but Bo just left. You want to talk to him, right? Nice try. You heard me. Ugh. Okay, oh god. 3-star. Rapunzel complex. Alright, you guys remember this one, right? It's time for Act 2. Last time we ended on a bit of a sour note. Good to think you talked it out in a civilised manner and made up, right? Absolutely, that's what we did. No. Yeah, didn't think so. Oh, hey, the balconies are gone. Oh no. Yeah, I did remove them. Let me explain. I actually simplified a few things from the real mystery. Would have been too hard otherwise. Really? You did that for Shay, right? Dad, I could have solved it anyway. Don't take it as me doubting you two. I just thought it would be better to do it like this. So let's go over what the tower actually looked like. First, in the previous version of the tower, I said the guest rooms had balconies, but in reality, they just had regular windows. So you had like a rope and scaled it down the side of the building. That means you can't jump down, right? Correct. The other night, we said the killer escaped by jumping down from the roof. But with no balconies. With no balconies, that wouldn't quite work. Okay, I get it. Let's start activating detective mode. Hold on. Don't activate anything yet. There's something else that's different. Take a quick look at the crime scene. See if you can spot anything new. No. Don't know, it looks falsely the same. Oh yeah, there's something on the window. What is that? I should have brought my magnifying glass. You can't see the lock. It's a bolt. If you slide that little metal bar, it locks the window. Now the reason I'm bringing this up is because when the servants broke into the room and discovered the body, it wasn't the only door that was locked. The window was bolted shut too. Let me spoil you, that killer entered the room exactly like we talked about last time. That's not the problem here. Okay, so they entered before she was in the room. Got it. Problem is how they escaped from the room, leaving both the door and the window locked. Oh, and check out the guest room before doing anything else. There's something important there, try not to miss it. And that's it, I get to solving detectives. Alright, guess we'll go in the guest room then. Alright, so they quite clearly used rope to escape. The question more seems to be how they managed to bolt the window. How would they have? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think these are any different. Find how the killer escaped, leaving the door and window locked. Set a tower for it was to reckon the family. Distress. So her bedroom locked the door. Still locked the next morning. They broke it down, found her dead. The window was shut. Gathered everyone, but no one knew anything. Fixed smothered by a pillow. Guest rooms below. No one tampered with it. Key was the only key capable. No gaps at all between the window and the window frame. I didn't think it did. The window of the princess room was in perfect state. There were no scratches on it. Oh. An instructional pamphlet is describing a rope trick useful for this case. Okay, so problem. You have a rope tied to a tree and you want to get it back quickly. This is easy if you use a quick release knot. Just pull from the end of the rope and the knot comes undone. Okay. You can even tie a second rope to the end of the first one. That lets you retrieve the rope from far away. These knots have some limitations and caveats in the real world which we'll completely ignore. So there are two sets. 3 sets? 1, 2, 3. At least 2 sets, if not 3 sets of rope. So they obviously entered in their room with the rope. So it's a 4-poster bed. So perhaps the killer wound the rope around the post of the bed and started abseiling and got all the way down out of the window, and then used a second rope, the blue rope, to undo the knot around the post of the bed, and he could pull them both back. So that explains how he gets out of the room and doesn't leave the rope behind, but doesn't explain the door bolts. I don't particularly think there's anything else. Entrance. We'll go in the princess's room again. I don't think there's anything else. There's really new in here. So my working idea is basically attach the rope to here, so there's nothing really else you could have done. 4-poster bed's usually quite big. I think it'd be strong enough to hold it, especially if there was a person on it as well. So killed them, wound the rope round, undid the window, and then abseiled down here, which would be over there. And then used a secondary rope to undo the knot. But I can't really see a way for the bolt. I get it, this isn't hard. I'm confused. Do you think so? Well, I figured it out. Let's get back to the crime scene happened. The culprit kills the princess and needs to flee the scene. How did they escape from the top of the tower? Because of what they used. Use rope. Guest room. Rope. The killer used a rope, right? To climb down, I mean. Yeah, that. Yeah, good. A little obvious maybe, but of course that's what the new clues are for. Yeah, and they used, what was it called? The magic thing. Yes, a quick release knot. That's what they used to get the rope back. Perfect, perfect. And what did the killer tie the rope to? What do you mean? I think the bed. You know, they would needed to tie the rope to something, otherwise something funny would have occurred. Do you mean death? That's not funny. Just tie it to something, does it matter what? This. Of course it does. Getting the details right is important, boss. Let's be precise here. What exactly did the criminal tie the rope to before climbing down? This. The bed. I don't think you really could have tied it to anything else. It had to be the bed, right? That's reasonable, but as heavy as it is, the weight of the person will move it for sure? I don't think so. The bed would have dragged towards the window and left scratch marks on the floor and carpet. Okay, that's true. I disagree. Huh. Could he have tied it to something here? Was it the clock then? clocks are pretty... Grandfather clocks are pretty sturdy. But... how about this clock? People aren't that light. If you tied yourself to the clock, it'll fall over once you start climbing down the tower. God, what did he tie himself to then? Tower? Just loop the rope around the tower. No. Could he have? No. I see, it was right in front of us all along. The truth, this isn't. So you cut it out, I'm thinking. If I can't figure it out, what chance do you have? Yes, my dear bosun, I can see you carefully investigating the crime scene, but you're failing to notice that if the rope was tied to something inside the room, then the villain wouldn't have been able to close the window. Well, he still wouldn't be able to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, big deal. I already knew that, so what? It's simple. If the rope wasn't tied to something inside the room, then it must have been tied to something outside of it, like the whole tower, just wrapped like the tower itself. Oh, really, Shay? The tower. Very smart. Can I keep actually trying to solve this now? You don't see it, do you? Don't fret. I shall gladly explain how this escape took place. The killer climbed onto the roof and closed the window behind them. Go on. Ooh. So sorry, the game crashed. So, the tower again. We'll just skip to where Shay was. The killer climbed onto the roof and closed the window behind them. Then with the rope they were going hand, they circled around the tower. After coming back around, they made a knot and climbed down towards their freedom, supported by nothing else than the cursed tower itself. Yay! Good job, Pumpkin. Nice thinking outside the box. That's a tough one too. Oh, she's so cute. I mean, of course, it was elementary. He's joking, you dunce. There's no way that's the answer. Tying a rope to something so big is ridiculous. I wasn't kidding. Why is it ridiculous? Oh, I mean, I don't know. It sounded weird because of how Shay explained it. Like, wouldn't you need a lot of rope to do that? Yeah, but he has a lot of rope. That's a lot of rope. But there was, look. You can tie everything up to make a super rope. But, okay, whatever. If Dad said it works, it's fine, I guess. Come on, you're a smart kid. You don't need to take my word for it. Do you think your sister's idea makes sense or not? Yeah, it makes sense. Great, so we're all on the same page here. Now the criminal closed the window from outside the bedroom just before climbing down. Now, but they wouldn't be able to lock it since the bolt is on the inside. So the next question is, so how exactly did the killer bolt the window? Because of what they used? What did they use? I do not know. Genuinely, we could be here. Guess there's so many different things.
2 hours later.
I really don't know. We're gonna have to skip here. I have no clue. Once the killer left the bedroom, accessing the bolt seems impossible. Okay, unless of course they locked it from far away, which could be easily done. With the gentle pull of a thread? A thread? The string went for the lock thingy. Through the keyhole? And out the room. After the bad guy climbed down, they merrily returned to the room from outside. And with a simple pull of the thread, they bolted the window shut. I do not believe that at all. They used the secret rope art, so they recovered the thread from the scene. A thread is just a tiny rope after all. And thus the ruse was complete. I'm not buying that. Is that right? It sure is. Very nice, Pumpkin, you got it. Just doing my job, sir. What? She's right again? No way. Yes way. Bow down buzzer. Ace detective coming through. Ace attorney. Gah, what's going on? No way. That doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. I agree. Why not? To lock the window, you have to push the bolt to the side. If you pull from the door, you're pulling the wrong way. You can't lock the window like that. I agree. Oh, that's it? Yeah, that means you're wrong. Not really though. Nobody's got a point. Pulling the bolt away from the window wouldn't quite lock it. I don't get it. Isn't it easy to make it work anyway? Love the confidence. Alright, I'm all ears, Cherry. How did the criminal manage to slide the bolt sideways? Don't know. I had to skip the question because I did not know.
6.5 hours later.
It doesn't make any sense. We're gonna have to skip it. The other mysteries have been good, but this one just doesn't make sense. Absolutely not. The bad guy just wrapped the string around something in the room. So the string went like this. And then like that. That way when they pulled on the string, the lock moved to the left. Oh. This is silly. And that, my dear bosun, is how it's done. You got it, baby. You're on fire today. Yeah, I did it. Case solved. I like the idea of this game, but that's just silly. I'm sorry. Fantastic work, kiddos. Let's review. After committing the crime, what did the criminal do? They tied a little string to the window, exactly, and they passed it through the keyhole so the end of the string could be pulled from outside. They then took a second string, tied it to the first one, and repeated the process. This would let them remove it later. The criminal then climbed onto the roof and closed the window behind them. What happened after that? The killer went around the tower holding a rope. Then they tied it and used it to climb down. There you go, and don't forget the killer used 2 ropes here as well. The balaclava. After the killer stuck into the guest room, they pulled the second rope down to retrieve everything. Having escaped, they quietly went back upstairs to the princess's room, hoping no one else saw the thread dangling out through the door, and pulled the string passing through the keyhole, bolting the window shut. And then they pulled the second string to retrieve everything from the seam using the same trick as before. I do think that's silly. The first bit where he escapes, fair enough, but that bit, no. And without any clues left behind, the locked room mystery was complete. I did terribly. D. C? Really? I got 0 points on the last. I must not go any lower than C must be the low. Dad, Shay is cheating. Whoa, where does that come from? Come on, your sister wouldn't do that. How would she cheat? He has the answers. Yeah, that'd be lame. She's trying to trick you, Dad. There's no way she figured out everything by herself. Huh? Why not? Besides, the story is rare, Chief. She couldn't have known it beforehand if that's what you're suggesting. But then, how? My awesome detective skills, duh. So you seriously just came up with all that? You're kidding, right? Nope. That makes no sense. All you did is say, oh, that's elementary, pretending you're smart or something. I'm the one who's actually trying to be a detective. You just can't figure things out faster than me. Boo boo, you're like those police people saying the obvious wrong things before the real detective shows up. You're trying to be a detective, but I'm already one. I'm Sherry, the stupid detective. I can solve anything. No, you're not. You're just pretending. Don't be so mean. See, that's what I'm saying. Obvious. If you can't even say I'm the real detective, how are you going to see anything else? Boring people can only solve boring mysteries. What? Huh? What did you say? Hold on, time out. As fun as you two bicker. As fun as it is to see you two bicker, give me a hand cleaning up first, alright? Okay. Shay, wait, tell me how you actually solved it. For real this time. Hey! La la la, I'm not listening. Shay, stop ignoring me. Shay! Shay! Okay, let's just go for it. Let's do the last one. The Shadow of the Goat. Ooh, the story took place during a masquerade ball. The host was a man donning a leopard mask, okay? Leopard opened the doors of his castle and welcomed a myriad of guests that filled the main hall. Okay, while the evening started on a pleasant note, trouble started brewing around a man wearing a goat mask, okay? He was a noble nobody was fond of. He was having heated discussions with other guests. Drunk, he blurted out he studied the occult and was capable of disappearing from any locked room. Alright. With a laugh at parties, people laughed at him, but he doubled down, daring everyone to put some money on the line. 6 people accepted his wager. Lion, owl, deer, peacock, rabbit and fox. Okay. This is a bit dark. God. Led by a goat, they moved to a secluded part of the castle. I can't say. After descending a flight of stairs, they arrived at a dark dungeon hall. Deeper in the dungeon, behind a wooden door, was a cell corridor thinly illuminated by the moonlight. Oh, that looks not at all creepy. Goat lit up a pair of candles and offered them to the group, allowing them to inspect the place as they saw fit. After a thorough inspection, the group found no means of escape. Okay. Goat himself was also searched, revealing only an ancient book. Everyone was satisfied. He took a candle and told everyone to wait in the dungeon hall. He grinned in the candlelight as the group closed the door, sealing him away. Nervous chatter filled the air as they waited anxiously. Deer, holding the other candle, illuminated the wooden door the entire time. Okay. 15 minutes later, a piercing shriek resonated throughout the dungeon. When Deer opened the door, he froze up. Everyone saw the same thing, a lone flickering light coming from the last cell. The group rushed forward in an excited panic. Oh, then they discovered the candle and the book abandoned on the cell floor, but Goat was missing. Everyone quickly checked all the cells, but he wasn't in any of them. Owl then revealed he was stood behind them the whole time to block the exit. He felt no one going past them. He felt we didn't see because Deer had the only other candle. Okay. The barred windows were tightly secured and there was nothing inside the dungeon that could explain the escape. Goat has disappeared. Okay, so he disappeared. Hold on, Chief. Who said I'm finished? Huh? You didn't? Yeah, the night didn't end there because he rocked up later. 15 minutes after Goat vanished, the group searched the dungeon for him. He was spotted in the main hall. Witnesses saw him having a conversation with Leopard, who wasn't at the thing but it's his party, before they left. Castle guards reported they headed towards the chambers. Another 15 minutes passed before the group returned. They were in disbelief when people told them they'd seen goats. Sensing something was wrong, they decided to split up and search for them. Most members of the group didn't find everything until several screams echoed in the distance. People started arriving one by one at the source of the commotion, the castle armory. God, this is a difficult one. Everyone noticed broken pieces of a barricade, indicating the door had been forced open. God. Inside the room, Fox tried to wake up a battered and unconscious lion who sat beneath a window. Nobody knew what was happening, but one fact was certain. Goat wasn't there. But then Fox gave her testimony of what took place. After they went their separate ways, strange noises coming from the armory prompted her to investigate. She tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. She raised her voice, asking if anyone was inside. Suddenly, she heard a scream from Lion, followed by a brief struggle and the sound of glass shattering. Then silence. Huh. In panic, she grabbed an axe hanging just outside the armory and struck the door until it opened. Lion was lying collapsed beneath the window, but nobody else was there. Fox stayed by Lion's side until the rest of the group arrived. After Lion woke up, they asked him what had happened as well. He recounted finding Goat there. He questioned him about Leopard, but he pretended he didn't know. They argued until Lion heard Fox. Before he could answer, Goat pulled out a knife and stabbed him. Struggle ensued. Lion managed to wrestle the knife away from him. However, he was pushed against the window, losing consciousness as he hit his head. Before he did, he was certain Goat was standing next to him. When he woke up, he was surrounded by Fox and the rest. They had a horrible realization. No one had seen Leopard yet. In a frantic sprint, they ran to his chambers. The door was locked. They breached the room only to find him dead. Yikes. Police arrived at the scene but found themselves puzzled. Every corner was searched, but there was no conceivable hiding spots. The area outside the castle was inspected, but there's no trace of escape. Everyone's mask was removed, but not a single revealed the goat. He disappeared again. At last, everyone believed him. This air, this foul stench. Just what on earth happened to you? What? Didn't say anything, just do what you like you always do. Okay. I don't know where to start anyway. This looks really complicated. It does. True, how did the first part go again? There's a lot to take in, right? But I have absolute confidence the two of you will figure it out. Just take your time. Talk to each other. I feel like the obvious solutions was more than one, but how did he keep disappearing though? You've got this. Oop. Due to the complexity of the case, the cards have been split up between all the dioramas. I recommend to start by reviewing all the available evidence first. God, I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish this all in the video. I think we're gonna have to leave it there, sadly. I'm like, oh, there's quite a lot to do in this one. So yes, I think I'm gonna leave it there and give me some time to think about it because that was a lot. So we will pick up next time and we will finish it off. But I'd love to know what you think of this so far and I will see you in the next one. Bye!